Let's talk about my re-diagnosis. Maybe it'll help me get some of the stress off my back. Just for the record, I guess I've been through a lot. I know I have, but it didn't seem like it. But I look back and it's just like, yeah, 10 surgeries plus a bunch of quote-unquote procedures. Complications, a abscess turned into 2 abscess, and I fought that with some pain for drainage for, I don't know, a couple months anyway. Might have been longer. Chemo, 2 different rounds. The last round was like 6 months long, and now I have another round. This will be my 3rd round, another 6 months long. Stuff makes you feel like you've been pumped full of sludge. It's gross. It makes you feel really, really, really gross. That's why people are always nauseous, really weak, no energy. You don't really want to do anything. You just feel nasty all the time. And yeah, tons and tons of doctor's visits and being stuck with needles. And met some good people though. Ultimately, I don't know. Been through a lot, but it helps you reflect on a lot. There's people in there going through the same crap as me, and in some ways they're going through it worse than me because they're older and they have other health issues already. They're doing it with a far less chance of survival. So yeah, there's always that. People say, oh, you're too young to have cancer. You're so young, that sucks, You're too young. Well, I think I'd rather have it at this stage than when I'm older. Because no matter what, it's going to suck. It's just going to suck more if you're already dealing with other crap. And I know that just from experience. Not of being old, but dealing with other complications on top of it. I've had treatments postponed and stuff because of other complications, and it dragged everything out. So I don't know. I disagree. I think it's better to go through it when you're young, if you had to go through it at all. Of course, when you're young, this is your prime time that you're going to be doing stuff like this. You're going to be out having fun, and you're going to have more energy to do things that you really want to do, rather than playing bingo or fishing, which fishing I like, but doing that every day and the limited things you can do. I don't know. Being limited on what you can do and the hobbies you want to enjoy. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, yeah, no. That's the only thing sucks about having it when you're young, is you're taking away. Cancer took basically, I don't know, a year and a half. Anyway, I still did things, I still did things with the family and made memories. I did the Montana trip, which was epic. But I didn't do as many things as often, and especially when I wanted to. So I guess that's the only thing that would suck, is you took away from, a percentage or you took a certain amount of time away from being young and, quote unquote, making the most of life or whatever. But it also, another good thing about having it when you're young is it gives you a different perspective on life and how short it really can be. I already kind of knew that, and that's why I ride. I know that there's a risk involved, and I have a love-hate relationship with motorcycles because I hate the risk, but I love to ride. I'm gonna just ride. But you only have so much time. You never know when you're gonna go, so you might as well, if this is something you want to do, don't wait till you're older. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but for me, I'm not gonna, people say, well, wait till you're older, your son grows up, well, who's to say I'm even gonna be around? I mean, I'm gonna, you know, put off living my life because I might die on a motorcycle. I get it. You know, I understand why some people do that, but I think that the person that does that also, I don't know, doesn't have the same desire to ride as me. It's not as intense. It's you know, they, you know, it's hard for me to say that I enjoy it more than they do, but I'm gonna say that I enjoy it more than they do because I tried to give it up. You know, I bought a Subaru WRX, not the best car in the whole world and the galaxy or whatever, you know, but I bought a nice car, $20,000 car. That's a lot of money for me. You know, I don't normally spend that kind of money, and I gave it a whirl. I tried to give up motorcycling for the wife because it was a stressor for her. And, you know, like I said, I'm also got a love-hate relationship with it. But it didn't even last, but I think like 6 months. And I sold that car. And I think it was a month or two later, I bought this Kawasaki Versys for $5,000, brand new, on the showroom floor, out the door. And that WRX was $20,000 used. It's like 5 years old. It only had like 30,000 miles on it or something, or 60,000 miles on it, so it had a ton of life left in it. And it was a car, you know, fast car, fun car, handled like it was on rails. I loved it. I just didn't $20,000 love it. Not for this, you know, not for when you can get a motorcycle. To me, this thing's 10 times the amount of fun, at least minimum, but just so I don't exaggerate, I'll say 10 times funner. But that's how much I like motorcycles, you know. And it was $5,000, 25% of the cost. Yeah, there's more risk, but you know, we've been over that.